When an engineer looks you in the eye and says, "This is impossible," what do you feel? Most people stop, step back, close the file. But some, a rare few, dangerously stubborn few, slam their fist on the table at that exact moment and say, "Then figure out how to make it possible." Today we walk in those people's footsteps, the most irrational structures, in the most impossible places on Earth. Your eyes won't want to believe what they're seeing right now, but it's all real. It's all standing, and it will all convince you of one thing: the human mind knows no limits. Welcome to Planet on Edge. The Dancing House. Prague, a straight line, a perfect 90-degree angle. The two sacred rules that make a structural engineer's life worth living. This building breaks both. Deliberately, almost arrogantly. To create that signature waistline, engineers used 99 separate concrete panels. And not one of those 99 panels was the same as another. No mass production. Every single panel was its own spatial geometry puzzle. Look closely at the window frames. They aren't vertical. Architect Frank Gehry placed them at an angle on purpose, so the building appears to be in motion. Stone and concrete. Dancing. Designing this was one kind of madness. Building it was something else entirely. Leaning Tower of Pisa. Fama. Italy. Sometimes history's greatest icons begin as a mistake. In the 12th century, architects placed a 14,500-ton block of stone on a foundation only 3 meters deep. The soil beneath it was a mix of clay, mud, and river sand. By the time the third floor was completed, the tower had already started to lean. If it happened today, the project would be canceled. Lawsuits would be filed. Everyone would blame each other. What did the Italians do? They kept going. And that mistake is now an icon that attracts millions of people every year. Sometimes perfection is born from imperfection. Three Gorges Dam, China. I'm going to give you a number, and when you hear it, your brain will pause. 39.3 billion tons of water. What does it mean to gather that much water in a single location? NASA calculated it. It slowed down the Earth's rotation. It shifted the poles by 2 centimeters. A man-made structure. It moved the planet. This isn't just engineering. It's something else. Great Pyramid of Giza. Egypt stop. Think about this for a second. 2.3 million stone blocks, each weighing on average between 2.5 and 3 tons. A total weight of around 6 million tons, heavier than dozens of aircraft carriers. No cranes, no electricity. No concrete, just bronze, wood, rope, water, sand, and organized human effort. And this structure was completed in less than 25 years. Modern engineers watch simulation videos and shake their heads, asking, how is this even possible? The people who lived 4,500 years ago weren't stupid. They just had a different kind of intelligence. And what they left behind is still standing. Do you want to build an island out of sand? 7 billion cubic meters of sand. Dredge it. Use vibrocompaction to create solid ground. Then guide sand-dumping ships with military-grade GPS satellite navigation until it looks like a palm leaf from space. Palm Jumeirah. That was Palm Jumeirah. Madness, but successful madness. The World Islands are a different story. Redrawing the map of the world with 300 artificial islands, the construction industry's most dramatic gamble. The curtain is still up. The final act hasn't fallen yet. Golden Gate Bridge, United States. The wrong place, the wrong conditions, a completely wrong idea. The Golden Gate Strait is where the harshest elements collide. Powerful currents, violent whirlpools strong enough to capsize boats, thick fog that drops visibility to zero. And in those conditions, engineers wove 100 to 29,000 kilometers of steel wire more than 200 meters above the water in the middle of raging storms. 129,000 kilometers, enough to circle the Earth 3 times. Impossible conditions sometimes give birth to the most enduring creations. Hoover Dam, United States 4.4 million cubic meters of concrete. If you had poured it as a single solid block, it would have taken more than 125 years to cool. The engineers knew this, and their solution was this. They embedded 582 miles of steel pipes inside the concrete. From a refrigeration plant, they continuously pumped cold water through them. Each block cooled in 2 months instead of decades. There's no such thing as no solution. There are only solutions that haven't been discovered yet. Sagrada Familia. Antoni Gaudí didn't have a computer, but he had a method. He hung strings upside down from the ceiling. He attached small sandbags to their ends. Under the force of gravity, the strings formed natural curves. Using mirrors, he reflected those curves and transformed the shapes he saw into architectural arches. String and sandbags. Used to design arches that would make thousands of tons of stone feel as light as a forest canopy. Intelligence doesn't require expensive materials. It requires asking the right question. Veluwemeer Aqueduct, Netherlands. Imagine a road. You're driving your car, and right above you, a yacht passes by. This isn't an illusion. In the Netherlands, it's an everyday scene. The logic of an inverted bridge. Not a bridge over water, but a road underwater. For a 19-meter-wide water channel, 22,000 cubic meters of concrete and steel piles were used. Boats and cars flow past each other without waiting, without congestion. Thinking cleverly is often the shortest and the most cost-effective path.